We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
That, by the way, one of the most iconic speeches in American history. That was September 1962. That was John F. Kennedy announcing America's intention to put a man on the moon. Well, here we are, 61 years later, and we're talking about another historic moon moment.
Yes, we are, because India just became the fourth nation to successfully land a spacecraft on the moon. But India is the only country that has ever landed near the moon's south pole, and that's significant.
Here to explain why this is so significant, we have astrophysicist and author deGrasse Tyson here to break it down for us. Good morning to you,
Good morning.
Neil.
Good morning.
So let's put this in perspective here. Why is this landing so close to the moon's south pole so significant?
Well, so you may know that the farther away from the equator you go, the lower the sun's arc is in the sky.
Okay.
Until you're near the poles, the sun just barely ambles above the horizon.
Okay.
The same is true on the moon. If you go to the South Pole, where there are craters that have rims, the altitude of the sun over the horizon is not high enough to reach the bottom of the crater. So it's literally where the sun don't shine.
Okay.
And so, so when the moon's hit by asteroids and comets have water. If water lands in those places, they're called cold traps, and the water never goes away.
Well, that's the key there, the water. So you're near water, and that's interesting. But what I found surprising is water is something that may actually be able to be transformed into fuel.
Yeah, so you can drink water, but if you separate the hydrogen and the oxygen, H2O, and bring them back together, it is rocket fuel. And you know what the exhaust is? Water. Okay, so it's pretty clean rocket fuel, and that's the main engine of the space shuttle. That big orange tank that they used, that's hydrogen and oxygen being merged together to create the thrust to put that puppy into orbit.
Wow.
We understand you actually met with the Indian Prime Minister earlier this summer. What did you two talk about with regard to space exploration?
That was his first comment. He says, here are our plans for space. We want to involve private enterprise. We want to grow. I said, yeah, good. I said, try to make sure everybody's involved, because then the whole country can participate. Because India's a diverse community of ethnicities and religions. And I said, that way the whole country can share in these visions. And maybe ambitions in space could be one of the greatest forces of peace.
I was just about to say, and unify it.
A unifying force of peace for everyone's
unifying
future.
Force of peace.
Yeah.
Let's let that marinate for a minute.
Yes.
Thank you, Neil. Happy that you came to see us.
Thank
you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.